This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington.
These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington.
This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Tennessee Titans. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Henry on first down, but nothing much materializing as he'll get forward only for about a yard.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. Escaping the pressure right.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They snap it to Tannehill. That's to his running back, complete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. Now Wilson on 1st down. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
This was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it.
And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf there to make the grab. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. Touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Cameron Batson now from his end zone. Batson not going to risk returning it, so they'll start at the 25.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sit through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. They'll roll him out right. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. Now a throw here to his running back. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll make it 2nd down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter. On 2nd down, here's Henry.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Now a 1st down throw, Tannehill. And the grab made by the tight end Pruitt. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield. When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Now a dump off here complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Carry for their fullback.
I don't know about you, partner, but on 2nd and inches, a lot of the times I'm leery about the offensive guys thinking about taking a shot downtown. Instead, they just hand it to the big man and let him rumble forward for a 1st down.
On 1st down, it's Tannehill. Flush to his right. Gonna throw deep for the end zone. That'll be caught by Brown. Touchdown, Tennessee. A.J. Brown there to make the grab. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
He was able to move around and found some vision to throw the football. And how about how he ended it? Boy, he had some zip on that throw.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to have an arm like that. Results in the touchdown here. Great play offensively. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this this offensive sales because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield. Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Wilson. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Buying time to his left. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. There he goes right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays. But you also have to have good feel as well because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get to the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Here's Batson now, bringing it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6, obviously costly.
But they can't afford.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Wilson. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One-handed. Love the effort. Not much production on that play, though, huh?
Not a whole lot of yardage. You get that grab, you probably want a first down.
And he'll be the one in the film session and be saying, hey, run that one back, coach. Yeah. Run that one back.
One more time.
Let's see that again.
One more time.
And they won't.
8 more times.
They won't. Didn't get much out of it.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Carson. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson. Excellent work there to get in on the touchdown run. And the Seahawks add on to their lead.
Wilson going to throw for it. On the move to his left. And he's got it. So the try for two successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Here's Batson now, bringing it out of the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10
at the 31-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down.
Darrell Taylor. The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Minnesota Vikings. Robbie Gould's got it on the tee. He kicks it off, and here we go from Levi's Stadium. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Running on first down is Cook, but he didn't find much there. Call it a gain of 3, second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the quarterback.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, 72 yards. And the Vikings on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Well, same target, same result. It's Kittle. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game. So
the Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. The defensive end, Danielle Hunter, drops him. It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
And some room to maneuver. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big play there on the catch and run.
I think if you asked them truthfully, they would have been happy to get 8, 9, maybe even 10 yards there and give a manageable 3rd down attempt. Instead, he found plenty of room there on the catch and run and turned 2nd and long into not just a 1st down, but a huge play.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. That catch good for only a couple.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. That his first incompletion after a 4-for-4 start.
Yeah, but they shouldn't back off from what they're doing. I like the play calling right out of the gate. I like the tone that they're setting. Keep going in that direction.
Garoppolo looks to throw once more. He'll dump that one off to Mitchell. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did. Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my touchdown 49ers. George Kittle, 30 yards. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Robbie Gould on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
87 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Cousins. This is intercepted. Picked off by Kwan Williams. Not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
On 1st down, it's Mitchell, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Elijah Mitchell, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Gould able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Cousins. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage. But I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. From the gun, here's Cousins. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. Ayuk to return it. All told, that a 55-yard punt with a net of 40 after the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
From the 44, Garoppolo. He's got Ayuk once again. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Check Mike. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, and he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. From midfield, here's Garoppolo. And that's dropped underneath to Mitchell. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. That's to Mitchell out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds. A big play that time on the catch and run.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield. Instead, checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end it.
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Elijah Mitchell with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Well, fair to say they've got something here in this rookie running back, and he's in for the 2nd time of the ball game.
And Brandon, it's a position where there's often a lot of turnover, a lot of competition at that spot. But he's proven to them that he wants to be the bell cow guy that his franchise can rely on.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Meanwhile, Cousins' throw pulled in by Jefferson.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Room here to run. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 108 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. That's 30 yards now in the last 2 plays, back-to-back 15-yarders, and they're rolling. First down, here's the run with Cook. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
3rd and short yardage, Cousins. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
With a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. To throw is Cousins. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. And the Vikings are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. It's a nice run there. Gets them down to the 6-yard line. They'll run with Cook. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Second down and goal. Cousins flushed out right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
From the 5, 3rd and goal. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied here in the second quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Now Garoppolo to try again after the pick 6. He's airing it out for Sanu. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
151 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal for Cousins. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
KJ Osborne.
As the first half is winding down.
And the Vikings have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
Extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And we'll see what they want to do. Just 20 seconds remaining here before the half.
And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. On 1st down, Garoppolo.
Got a man, that's Ayuk.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. Garoppolo looks to throw. Escape and a big loss here as he's taken down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. Eluding the pressure right. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline. I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. Dancing to his left. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. Checks this one down. It's Mitchell. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And they're going to have a third down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. To throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo gets this one to Juszczyk. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Garoppolo. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
That would give to the big fullback, Juszczyk. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Kyle Juszczyk taking it in from 2 yards out. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. The extra point, and that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective, because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
190 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. On the carry, it's Cook. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Draw play, Cousins to Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On 3rd down, Cousins. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the 1st. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Cousins now. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Convert here on 4th. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
On second down now, it's Mitchell. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. They'll keep it on the ground. Mitchell. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Garoppolo now, first down throw. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Throw left side complete. That's Mitchell. And he'll go down at the 28. That catch good for only a couple. Throwing again on second down. Garoppolo being chased out left. And Garoppolo wisely, given his injury history, sliding to the ground there after picking up the first down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. They'll run the screen with Mitchell. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. On second down, it's Mitchell. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Throwing now is Garoppolo. It's caught. Mitchell. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That catch good for only a couple.
The key to any screenplay is all in the deception. That means everyone on the offensive side of the ball, but someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to it and hold it for just a short gain.
Mitchell. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Mitchell again, and this time he is in. Elijah Mitchell punching it in from a yard away. And the 49ers have moved down in front. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Nick Bosa in there to bury him for a loss of 11. But when you see a quarterback retreating away from the line of scrimmage toward the other goal line like that, usually doesn't end well.
You're exactly right about that. Normally, if they're moving from side to side, they've got a chance maybe to get back upfield. He was trying to shake defenders and extend the play, but it doesn't work out very well for them at all. You need those extra yards on the other side of the line of scrimmage. Now you're digging a hole for your offense.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Throwing is Cousins.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
2nd and 10.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24. The Niners on 3rd down. Can't be any better than a perfect 6 for 6. This will be 3rd and 6.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Mitchell. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. And a timeout taken. Just 6 seconds away from the 2-minute warning. This defense wanted to stop the clock prior to that, and they do. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. On 3rd down, Mitchell, and across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Elijah Mitchell, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers add on to their lead.
Well, they were looking to pick up the 1st down on 3rd and short. They got a little more than they bargained for, finding the end zone as well.
And oftentimes in short yardage situations, you get a lot of defenders stacked near the line of scrimmage, partner. So if you can get past that first wave, there's usually room to roam, and he found it.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Gold with the extra point, and a lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. It's a squib kick fielded just inside the 20.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down,
Caused all of that.
it caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down, here's Cousins.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And his throw here's incomplete.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 22, and he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Meanwhile, Garoppolo's throw pulled in by Kittle. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. Down to a knee goes Garoppolo, and that ought to do it.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room. The wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them.
Here we go. Right there, 54, right there.
On play action, now Garoppolo. Steps away to his left. Now Garoppolo lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. And we'll get ready for the trek back to the city as we say so long from Santa Clara.
What a great city it is. We're going to have a blast tonight.